A great deal's been made about your weight. Obviously, you're saying that you are the biggest, strongest welterweight in the world, but there were people that thought you should maybe go back at light middle because of obviously fighting at middleweight. How happy are you with getting down to 10 stone 7 and being, strong when you do it?
I'm definitely not happy about it, but I'm an experienced fighter. I know what I need to do. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I'm so determined to come in, leave no stone unturned. Follow the diet to a T. Don't be sneaking downstairs in the kitchen and going in the fridge. None of that's happening in this fight. I've got to be meticulous. I've got to make sure I do everything. Because I'm coming here, for mine and my uncle's dream to be here at Bramall Lane, and I'm gonna bring so much energy from my fans. It's going to be a fantastic night for everyone in Yorkshire.
Is that as much a motivation for you that it's here at Bramall Lane, outside in front of your people, than it's against Errol Spence, this brilliant American?
It's brilliant American. Yeah, we're gonna see how brilliant he is. But if he's as brilliant as he says he is, it's gonna bring out the best in me. I'm gonna draw so much energy from all the fans here. It's gonna be a fantastic, spectacular night. So the fans are going to get a fantastic treat on the 27th of May.
You've always liked being up against it, the underdog with Sean Porter out in the States. I think Eddie was saying that the bookies are making Errol Spence favourite here. Does that spur you on? Do you relish those opportunities?
Of course I do. Everybody's got their own opinion. Nobody's really seen the real Kell Brook, and I believe we're going to get it the 27th of May. I think this is my time. This is for me to go out there and show exactly what I've got. I'm gonna need everything in this fight, I believe. And I'm gonna go out there and do it.
You say you need everything. Is that because of the dangers that he brings, the southpaw speed and skills? Just sum Errol Spence up as a fighter.
I've not really seen all this. I've seen little bits of him, but he's looking the part. But like I said, he's never fought anything. Not even come close to anything like me. So we're gonna have to see. He could spar with Mayweather and all these. That's sparring. When you get under here and every one of my fans wants his blood and it's a proper fight, that's when we're gonna see what it's made of. When I hit him on chin with one of these, that's what's gonna happen.
I wanna change. Let's stop talking about fighting Triple G. That's the fight he lost. Let's talk about the fight he won. So, there are no consolation prizes in boxing. So, but if you keep talking about a fight that he gave a good effort in, that's giving him a consolation prize. Sugar Ray Leonard moved up to fight Marvin Hagler and beat him. Sugar Ray Leonard moved up to fight Daniel Lalonde and beat him. He can keep talking about that. Let's not talk about if y'all giving him a victory for taking the fight, give him a victory for getting stopped in the fight. The reality of it is that he did not win a fight. So nobody ever talks about the fights that they lose. So let's not talk about the fight that he lost. He's in a bigger fight now than he had then. Just because that guy was a bigger guy means nothing. He was slow. He had slow feet.
And so basically, we can draw comparisons to Leonard Bundle then, can we? He was a 40-year-old has-been passed-up fighter. We can draw comparisons all day long. It makes a difference.
We're not talking.
You can win against, you can lose against a good guy, and you can beat a rubbish guy. It's the same.
I didn't mention.
It's the same. So Leonard Bundle, we can take nothing from it. People were raving about that victory, but it doesn't mean anything as much as it means Golovkin.
I haven't mentioned it.
But I have.
But what I'm saying is this is that.
We can talk. We're not talking about Golovkin. We're talking about Kell Brook and Spence. That's all we need to talk about. We don't need to waste time. We've talked about that fight.
Fight with Triple G. He quit in the fight with Triple G. The fight was over. He didn't say, no, don't stop the fight.
No, he didn't quit. I stopped the fight.
I know
stopped the fight. And luckily I did, because
I need to realise,
Spencer's going to get his chance.
Coming over here.
Spencer's going to get his chance to take this belt.
This is all you're going to do. Look at it. This is staying here.
I'm knocking you out. I promise. I promise you're going to be a man there. I promise he's going to be a man.
Watch what happens when I get my hands on you, bro.
I don't know what what is a chocolate brownie? What is it?
One of these there. Watch what happens.
Chocolate brownie. You named it that?
One truth is.
That's so lame. Chocolate brownie.
That's the truth.
You get cootie points for that?
Hey, come on, man.
Listen,
mine is staying here.
We'll see.
Well, no, you get. Listen,
We'll
this is
see.
the reality of this. The night of the fight, you get
Made a
to
big
keep that
mistake,
anyway.
boy.
Yeah, all right, we gonna see.
We'll
We gonna see.
Yeah, they're gonna send a new one out.
Have a good
You
look.
can
Go and
keep
go
that.
sightseeing
They're
around
gonna send a
Sheffield
new
because
one out.
that's what you're gonna go away with. Sightseeing, not this.
Okay.
You understand that, yeah?
You a clown. We gonna see.
We'll see about that, boy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said. We're talking about a loss. You're gonna keep.
Have a
Are we still talking about Golovkin? Can we just move on? We've gone over that one. Time,
No,
too much
you're gonna
time.
get to keep that, but we're gonna get the new
No,
one.
this is staying
They're
here.
gonna send us a new one.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
all right, yeah, okay.
You can come again.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude had two.
Do it.
Dude had 2 good rounds with Triple G. Wow. Willie Monroe did the same thing. Did the same thing. You had 2 good rounds with Triple G, and you hyped out that. You living out that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've
How
got.
long you been pro?
The difference is
How long you been pro?
Kell Brook finished on his feet and Monroe
How long you
finished on
been
his
pro? You only
back.
fought 2 fighters since you been pro. Sean Porter and who? And Triple G.
That's it.
And how long you been pro?
And your
How long I been pro?
And your fight.
What's your record?
Who have
What's
you
your record?
boxed? Who have you actually boxed?
Your
Tell
first,
me.
your first 25
One name.
fights.
One
Your
name,
first
Errol.
25 fights.
One
What was your
decent
opponent
name.
wins?
One decent
What's
name,
your
Errol.
opponent wins your first
Chris
25
Algieri.
fights?
It's Algeria.
Who's the best guy you boxed? Who's the best guy he's boxed?
Best
Can
guy-
anybody tell me?
Best guy you boxed.
I don't-
874 losses.
Got a good guy?
Was your, when you
How many wins?
Who's the best guy you boxed, Errol? Who is it? Tell me the best guy you think you've boxed. Tell me. Who is the best guy?
Chris Algieri. and I
Right,
stopped him.
that's
I
your
stopped
best
him.
guy.
I
All right,
stopped him.
that's your best guy. Our best guy,
Monday went
our
12
best
rounds,
guy,
beat
apart from
Thurman. I stopped
Golovkin,
him.
in a fight that we won was Sean Porter. That's our best guy, right? And you beat Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri, a 10 stone light welterweight guy.
I give him props for Sean.
That's
I give him
it.
props for
Exactly. So the best guy you
props for
boxed
that.
is Chris Algieri. The best guy we boxed and won is Sean Porter.
I give him props for
That's
that.
it.
Could've
That's the
won.
comparison.
Props for that, though.
So the press can make their mind up. You can make your mind up. We already know. The best guy we lost to was Golovkin. Fair enough. Yeah, we did.
That's the
But the
best
best guy we beat was Sean Porter, which is still 10 times better than Chris Algieri.
But listen, if Sean Porter's the best fighter,
Yes.
that means nothing. That means nothing.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find out. Took you long enough.
I'm the Southpaw Slayer.
Took you long enough.
I'm the Southpaw Slayer.
That's right.
That's your new name now?
Southpaw's never gonna distance with me.
All right, we gonna see.
That's, you those little bitty small guys, are you for real, man? Come on now.
Come on.
That means nothing.
No, see,
Mike Tyson was a killer until he went into a boxer,
I can
huh?
box. Don't worry.
Wasn't he?
We're not thinking of moving up to
Well,
heavyweight.
Foreman wasn't killing till he
We're not
went
thinking of
down,
heavyweight. We're just talking about this one welterweight.
What I'm talking about, when you show your muscles like that, muscles mean nothing.
You don't. You can't put muscle on your chin.
This is not a flex.
You can't put muscle on your chin.
Reflex.
Can't do that.
We can fight as
I
well.
know you can. I know you can. Yeah. We didn't listen. We like the fact that you can fight and that you are a good fighter. It means nothing to beat somebody who can't fight. It means something.
And Errol's had plenty of experience of that. Plenty.
It means
He's
something.
Yeah, I did
first couple of
too.
fights were like
Yeah, I
that.
did
8
too.
fights in a
Man,
year
you
boxing
fought
bums.
somebody with 185 losses. In America, they wouldn't even sanction a fight like that.
Oh, I think we would. I've seen
losses,
some bad
you
fights in
serious?
America. I've seen some bad fights.
185 losses, that guy would not be allowed to box.
185.
Listen, when you look at it like this, when you were 21-0, your opponents had 874 losses, right?
You've done the numbers, yeah?
So listen, so when
numbers.
if you divide that
You
up,
weren't an accountant in a
if you-
previous
if you
occupation.
divide
yeah.
that up, I
You're
mean, they
good-
were
you're good with
13
figures.
wins and 40 losses per person. 13 victories, 40 losses. How did you make it to this point? That's why it took so long, because you all decided forever to fight a legitimate fighter.
Who was a legitimate fighter?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm waiting. You're
And
fighting
you're
one
a
now.
boxing coach and a trainer, you don't know.
Huh? What you say?
I said you're a boxing coach and a trainer, and you don't know what a legitimate fighter
said
is.
who?
We've already done the
I didn't say
comparison.
what, I said
The
who.
comparison was Chris Algieri and Sean Porter.
We're not
That's
talking about
it.
that's in the past.
No, that's what we're talking about. The best fighters that they both faced.
We're not talking about that.
The best wins, his best win by his own admittance is Chris Algieri, who was coming up from 10 stone. Our best fighter is Sean Porter. If we put Sean Porter in with Chris Algieri, who would win? Sean
We
Porter
don't know.
would kill
We
him.
don't know. We
But
have no
that
idea.
doesn't mean because Sean Porter's going to beat up Chris Algieri or Chris Algieri is going to beat Sean Porter that it's going to make a difference in this fight. We're talking about their best opponents. That's what we're saying. So on paper, the best guy he's boxed is Algieri, and the best guy we've boxed him with is Porter. That's the end of it. Any other comparison doesn't matter
and I say-
unless they box the same guy, which they haven't boxed the same guy. So if he'd have boxed the same guy as Kell and he'd have beat him in better fashion, then we could make a comparison, but we can't. We can only go on the best wins, and the best win is a 10 stone kid who got put down 3 or 4 times with Manny Pacquiao.
6 times.
Well, 6 times then. After 4, I stopped counting.
Yeah.
So if that's your best, fair enough, great. Bring it on the night, and we'll see.
Pacquiao could
We'll see,
knock him
simple as
out.
that. Listen, it's not me fighting, it's not you fighting, it's these two.
That's right.
But even if it were me and you, I think I still get the edge.
You think so?
And I definitely got the same haircut.
Better looking, he's better looking.
They can stop. They can start a training boxing league. I'm good for that.
Derek, you started all this.
No, I didn't.
You know, it was very peaceful and calm.
No. I'm just being honest though. I
Listen.
would love to see people talk about their victories and their successes,
Don't worry.
not their losses.
Don't worry. I think when you get involved in a fight the size of Triple G, people are going to talk about it, but it doesn't matter. This is. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna be
You
good.
excited? Errol, are you excited?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Ready.
This is what it's all about. This is 2 elite fighters, the World Welterweight Championship, May the 27th, Bramall Lane, Sky Sports box office, Showtime boxing, no better place. Tickets will go on sale on Fight Pass next Thursday. That's not tomorrow, that's next Thursday. General sale on Friday, the 31st of March. We'll be releasing the ticket prices and all the plans in due course. We are going to pose here for head-to-head shots between the fighters and definitely not the trainers. And then all the guys are going to be available for one-on-ones as well. I think we're going to have a photo outside under the stand, not in the rain. Thank you for coming. Roll on May 27th.